Good afternoon and welcome to Injustice Investigations. I'm your host, Al Scott. As always, I thank you all for tuning in to today's live broadcast. You know, we don't normally do anything up in the daytime, but if we do, to me, it's extremely important. And so that's why we're here today. It's a case of a young man in Texas who mysteriously disappeared. And someone sent me his story a few days ago, and we looked at it yesterday. And time is of the essence. Whenever a child is missing, we know the police have a certain amount of time before you can file a missing persons report. But each second that goes by to that parent is critical. It is critical. A police report has been filed, and we're going to discuss it today. I have his family, his parents are getting ready to join us this afternoon. And if you haven't heard the story, listen closely. I'm going to bring them on now. Okay. On August I've lost him, I think. Then they disappeared. On August the 22nd, if I'm correct, a 18-year-old black teen in Texas left home to, I think he was going to hang out with some friends, Carolyn, and then scheduled to attend a party. And but for some reason, I think we lost signal with them. I'm going to try to pull them back up. But for some reason, the young man never, ever returned home, right? Okay, and we know he's not a problem child. He recently graduated from high school, and I'm looking because we've lost the live stream with them. Hopefully they will pop back up. Okay, but he turned 18 years old on July the 21st, correct? I mean, July 1st.
July 1st.
July 1st. I said July 21st because that's my birthday. Sorry. Okay, and he wasn't into any gang activities or anything like that we know of. And we know the police are involved, but there has been some strange circumstances to develop within this case, right, Carolyn? Okay, so while we're waiting to bring the parents back on the, okay, I see them now. I think they're trying to come back in. So I'm gonna pull this one down, and we'll pull this one up. Hopefully they go. They said they was. Okay, we have you guys now. Welcome. We have a little technical issues there, but I'm glad you all are back. First of all, welcome to the show. I'm sorry for these circumstances, but we're glad to have you all on the show. This is the parents of 18-year-old Tyrese Gipson, who mysteriously disappeared on August the 22nd. Lavance, I'm gonna start with you, the mother, and first of all, you're in our prayers, and you know if there's anything else that we can do for you to help you in your search for your child, then you know without a doubt we will do that. And I know it's a trying time for you. And when I was speaking with Carolyn after we spoke with you on yesterday, I said both of them, they sound tired, and I'm sure you guys are.
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about your son, Tyrese.
He did just graduate high school on was it the 6th day? The 6th of June. His birthday was on the 1st of July. You know, he has goals of being an entrepreneur because, you know, he's always wanted to own his own business. He said he wanted to tell people what to do, not be told what to do.
Amen.
Okay. And so, with that being said, you know, he's just a down-to-earth, loving, you know, friendly type of child. And, you know, the fact that my son had enemies is just like, I don't even understand, you know, what happened to, you know, when I was young, we used to fight and go on about our business. All this other stuff is just too much. And you know, these children are on here making a mockery of my son's disappearance, and it's inappropriate. This is not the time, because I wouldn't wish this feeling on my worst enemy, because I don't know where my child is. You know, they know where their children are. I don't know where my child is, but they do. Their children know where my child is, but they refuse to tell me where my child is. But you know, they've been threatening and talking about how they know where I live and this and this and that. And that has don't do that, because y'all took something from me. I haven't taken anything from y'all. I've tried to make this as peaceful as I possibly could. I've kept the good Lord on top of this whole entire situation. I ain't never went down there gun blazing, because that's not in me. You know, I want stuff to be peaceful at all costs, but I want my son. And I mean that.
Understandable. I haven't, I didn't want to see it just yet, but Carolyn did. The post you are talking about, she told me what they were saying and things like that, which is totally disrespectful. And and I mean, you would have to be a person without a soul to come on social media and start saying the things that they're saying, because this is a very serious and trying time for the mother and the father when they don't know where their child
Yes,
their child is there. So that is totally disrespectful. And it's even hard to listen to you tell that story, you know, because he's a child that's headed in the right direction and stuff. If we can get Gerald to slide over a bit. I want to speak with him briefly if I can. I see him sitting by you, right? Okay. The father. Good afternoon, Gerald.
Yes, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How you doing? Can you hear me? It might be a delay. How about now?
Connect.
It's a delay. Okay, a slight delay. Okay. How about now? Gerald? You may have been into the feed may have been interrupted. Okay, somebody's moving. Okay, I see Gerald now. Well, I think he's trying to move to another room or location.
We got you, Gerald.
Yeah, you move to another room.
That's bad. Lighting.
Okay, take your time. Take your time. Things happen. Take your time. Okay, if you can get there he is. All right, can you hear me now, brother?
Yeah, I agree. You.
Amen. Thank God. What do you think's going on with your son? Because I know this is something that he's never done. Ran off. He is a respectable child. You haven't had any issues with him, and he is heading in the right direction. And on August the 27th, his life was interrupted, and your life was interrupted. So, what do you think might be going on?
Well, I think he was lured by this young lady, and when she took him to these guys, I really believe my son was jumped on, and they took it too far, and they didn't know what to do after they took it too far.
I agree.
Okay, when you say took it too far,
I'm talking about like they have probably had intentions of jumping on it.
Mm-hmm.
Adrenaline got the best of them, and before they even knew what was going on, it was too late.
Um, okay. I understand exactly what you're saying, and I didn't want to bring it up this way. I wasn't going to bring it up. I spoke with Carolyn about it right before airtime, and basically everything that I'm thinking and Carolyn is thinking, you just said. I think something went terribly wrong, and I want, sir. I want to bring up a young lady who may have been the female who lured your son off. Do you have any objections to me bringing her name up?
No, I don't.
Okay, Carolyn.
Yes, sir.
Tell us.
Mr. Wooten.
Okay, tell us about the young lady that was arrested.
Her name is Brianna Jimenez, and she allegedly, she's got her name, like you stated, Mr. Scott, all over this situation. She knows more than what she's telling. She knows that she lured your son off with ill intentions. And this wasn't just something that I discovered, how should I say, but she didn't do this on her own. She had other people involved. It looks like her guardian is also her boyfriend's family. Her boyfriend, Cameron, is involved in this as well. The guardian's last name is Miss Simpson. Am I correct? Mr. Wooten? Brianna knows more than what she's saying. Now, if she didn't, the police wouldn't have been involved with her at all. I believe that since the guardian is related to her boyfriend, she's not giving up the boyfriend. And they've scared her into not giving up anybody else to this, at least up until this point. I believe that it was a setup from the beginning. I only traced them back to July, knowing each other back to July, according to Facebook and their social media posts. But this young lady from the beginning seems like she had a whole plan set up, and she did lure him off. And what she's telling the police is not the entire story. And the guardian and Cameron know more than what they're saying as well. So she needs to start talking, because she's going to take the fall for whatever may have happened to Tyrese, because she knows from the beginning. The other two are being quiet.
All right, Gerald, let me ask you this here. Did you know this young lady, and about how long had her and your son been friends?
I didn't know of that young lady until early Monday morning, around about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, when she contacted my wife on Facebook.
And what did she say?
You know, we told the young lady that we know she was with my son last, and she know where he is. And my wife begged and pleaded with this young lady to let us know where he is. We also told this young lady that we wasn't gonna get the police involved if she told us where he was. But with her wanting to withhold that type of information, that's when we brought the law enforcement in.
So you basically gave her a way out if she would just, and she wouldn't do that.
No, she wouldn't.
When we went on, she's got a lot of Facebook pages. What I found strange in every page is that I never saw a picture of your son. And I don't know if they ever took pictures together, if he ever gave her a picture to put, but that was kind of strange to me if they were friends. Usually that young, you own everybody's Facebook page. And another, when, it was another red flag. She had so many Facebook pages, and I do believe without a doubt that she knows exactly what happened to your son. Now, the day your son left, um, tell me about that day. Did he act strange, and where was he going when he told you he was leaving?
No, he just, his normal routine, come in the house, joking around, play around. Then the night when I last saw him, it was in between 9:30. I was just like any other dad. I was playing Madden online, and he came in. He joked around, said, "Man, you don't know what you're doing." So I gave him a joystick.
Okay.
I got it back from him because I said, "Man, get out the way. You're making me lose." He laughed, and he walked outside. Then he came back in the house. I asked him. I said, "You getting ready to leave?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "All right, let me know when you get ready to leave." So he sat down on the couch. Then that's when he received a text on his phone. Then he said, "All right, I'm gonna get ready to go." Then I tell him like I always tell him, "All right, be careful." And that's the last time I seen my son walk out the door.
Um, the
I have a question,
okay, go ahead.
Mr. Wooten. So Brianna cooked him up. Is that correct?
Ma'am?
She picked him up. Brianna?
Yes, yes, she picked him up right in front of her.
And we know that she was by herself when she picked him up. So she took him to these young, from what I gathered, from what I was reading. She took him to meet with these people who were there that he was supposed to be going to go hang out with. Correct?
I don't think she was taking him to go, what I'm saying, to the people you were supposed to hang out with.
Mhm.
From my understanding, it's like any other typical 18-year-old. They supposed to have sex. He showed me the condoms in his pocket. And I just made a joke with him. I said, "Okay, your son, like I always tell you, 2 rubbers and duct tape." He laughed and he was like, "Man, you know what I'm saying?" He just joked around. But yes, they had intentionally started, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to meet up to have sex.
Okay. Um, have you asked her about whether or not her and your son had a intimate relationship?
No, I have ever
Okay.
since Monday morning,
Mhm.
I never spoke to her again.
Okay. Now, was he also uh, scheduled to go to a party that night?
Yes, he was supposed to meet up with this young lady. Then after that, he was gonna come back home, take a bath, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Then he's supposed to make call his friends when he got home. Then they supposed to went to a party. But his friends said they started calling his phone around by 9:48, 9:50 or something like that. And
Hmm.
they said like the phone first that he said his best friend said he texted him and his text message was lighting up blue when he was at home. Then he said around by 9:48, 9:50 or something like that, he texted him again and he said he knew it was something wrong because when my son texted back, he never used the words "duh" as in DA. He might smell the word "duh" THA or THE. He never used the words DA. Then he said when he tried to text him again, his text message went from blue to green. Then that's when he tried to call him, and it's like the phone was disconnected or something. Like they took the SIM card out the phone or something.
Okay. So when the text came, went back to the friend, uh, was that a red flag to you because it seems like it wasn't him, someone else was texting,
Yes.
pretending to be him?
Uh-huh. Because
Um,
the way I feel deep down inside of my heart, when she picked my son up from home, the other three guys wasn't there from behind her.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time, I believe that they followed this little girl over here, and they waited till they got away from home to approach my son.
I know that, and if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But he has a twin.
Yes.
Uh, I know it's hard on her. Do you want to discuss what's her demeanor right now?
Man, my baby, she just been quiet and up to herself. I know that she's holding a lot on the inside that she ain't letting out, but you can tell my baby hurt. It's for him and his older sister.
Mhm.
And me and my wife, we try not to break it from our kids. We just
Be strong.
try to be strong for them. And I know if it wasn't for the grace of the Lord, me and my wife, we've been broke by now. But we standing on his word and we standing on his faith that we're gonna remain strong out this whole situation.
Carolyn, I'm gonna give it to you.
This is difficult, Mr. to watch.
Ma'am.
I've talked to your wife, and I know that you guys have a very strong faith, and that you're leaning on God and you're leaning on each other. I want to ask you, what have the police said to you?
Honestly, it's like they really don't let us know too much because it's an open investigation.
But
And it's like,
they're holding something back.
ma'am,
Do you feel like the police aren't telling you everything that they know?
I believe they know more about what's going on, but I feel like they don't want to let us know because they feel like it might start something like a little dispute that's going on with us and them. But it's just like I told the law enforcement. I cannot help that my son has so much love in the streets. Everybody loves him. I cannot keep another grown man for not retaliating out of emotions and love. I can't keep a grown man for doing that. So we just continue to just try to keep all type of confusions down, and we just tell people, hey, hold what you're doing until we get our son.
Okay. Where would you? I mean, I'm really looking at this young lady and looking at, like I said, through her social media, through her life, and from what I gather, her relationship with Cameron is a big part of this. This Cameron dude is really a big part of this, and his cousin or sister, who's the guardian of both of them, is also a big part of this. Chantel is her name, Chantel Simpson, and Cameron and Brianna, they all know. So, have you been in contact, or has Chantel tried to reach out as the guardian of these kids? Has Cameron said anything to you guys about what they know? Because from what I gathered, Cameron drove Brianna to the police department, correct?
Yes.
you find that out?
Her grandmother told her.
Yeah, it was from her grandmother, and and we have other sources that let us know that he drove her here.
Okay. And do you feel like this young lady will break at any point?
Yes, with
In your heart hearts?
as long as we keep, saying, keep praying about it and let the Lord do His work, she will break. We put this whole situation in the Lord's hand. But just like my wife said, if we retaliate, if we act like they are, we ain't no better than them.
Exactly.
So we got to put our faith in the Lord, and let Him do His work.
Exactly.
It might not be on our turn, but the Lord gonna get them to speak, and every tongue is gonna confess.
That's it. That's it. We put up the Jacksonville Police Department phone number. If anybody know anything about this case or anything about the young lady we keep speaking about, Brianna, I'm urging you all to call the police and tell what you know. Even if what you have you think is small, it don't mean anything. Let the police decide that. Call them and tell them so we can let this family get some rest, get some closure here. Because I can't say I understand what you're going through because it hasn't happened to me, and I will be lying. But I can only imagine what you guys are going through. I can hear the pain and the hurt in your voice and see it in your eyes. And this is your child, something that you brought to this world, and you deserve, regardless of what has happened, you all deserve to know where your son is at. It's just as simple as that. When he left that day, do you remember what he had on?
Yes, he had a white T-shirt and some black joggers and some white Nike Air Max. And he wore I think his Pittsburgh Pirate baseball hat, a black hat with the letter P with the yellow P on it.
If there's anything that we can do on this end, Mr. Wooten, I promise you, if you guys call us, email us, we will do it. One thing we're going to do now, I'm going to tell you that we're going to blow it up. We're going to keep posting on it. We're going to keep speaking on it. I'm going to keep putting your son's picture up. We're going to keep making phone calls for you. Because I know you're hurting, and I would want someone to help me to help bring my child back into my arms. Carolyn, before we leave, is anything else you want to bring up?
Yes, Mr. Wooten. Speaking to your wife, like I said earlier, she said that a lot of people have been saying negative comments in regards to your son, and I just kind of want you guys to put out what you would like to say to these people and the people who might have taken your son. You have the floor to make a statement on what you want to tell them right now, because you should never have to ask somebody to bring back what belongs to you. As a mother, you should never have to ask anybody to bring back something you carried. As a father, you shouldn't have to ask anybody to bring back something you helped raise that they didn't contribute to. So what do you want to tell all these people? What do you want to tell the people that may have hurt him, that took him? Brianna, the guardian, Cameron, the streets, people talking, thinking that it's funny. what do you want to say? Because I know that amongst that faith, there's so many raw emotions right now going through you guys, and people don't understand. So I just want to know I want you to have a thought. What do you guys have to say, both of you? What do you want to say to these people?
All I have to say to them is that I wouldn't even want them to be sitting in my shoe or my wife's shoe because it's a numbing feeling that you can't even explain. It's just it's just hard, man. You know, it just I still pray that they find the Lord before this whole investigation is over with. I do not hate them. I just just pray that they just confess what they did. Let us change this chapter in our life so we can start a new page.
Right.
I know you all can't see the comments. I'm going to read a couple of comments that they're saying to you and your wife. Ann Green says, I am so very sorry for the anguish you and your family are experiencing. My sincere prayers is that your son will be returned home safely and healing begins. Distant King says, prayers. Wise thinker, this is sad. And Goddess Wisdom TV is asking, where is the girl now? She's still in custody. You guys know of?
For as we know of, she's still in custody.
She's still in custody. And what is she charged with right now?
They haven't told us what she's charged with right now. I don't know why they haven't told us, but I don't think they keep telling us that she's still in custody.
It gets stranger by the minute. Yeah. For those of you who haven't seen her picture, when this live feed is over, if you will go to our Injustice Investigations Facebook page, you will see her picture there, and I'm asking that you would share it for us. And if you can help this family in any way, I am begging you all to call the police. And I promise you, you don't have to leave a name. Just tell what you know or what you think you know about this, and so the family can get some rest. Brother, you have my prayers. You and your wife and your whole entire family. Anytime you need to come on and speak, all you got to do is call, and I promise you, we'll make that happen for you guys.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Tell your wife I said God be with all of you, and I will speak with you all probably later this evening. I thank you for coming on. I hate that it was under these circumstances, but as I just told your husband, we're here for anything that you all need.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you would like to say to the people that might be involved with what has happened going on with your son?
I just would like to say to them that I want my baby. I understand whatever took place, but I want them to know nobody is perfect. We know everybody makes mistakes, but my child does not deserve to be out there just anywhere when he has a family who is concerned about him. Because as I've said on several occasions, that I wouldn't want their mother or their father or anybody in their family to sit in our spots right now and have to be begging a whole little town where there's most of these people knowing where our child is, and we are begging them to tell us, but instead they're making a mockery and laughing and Snapchat, everything is a joke. But I totally believe in karma. So just don't do nothing that you don't want to come back to bite you at a later date, because God works in mysterious ways, and I am expecting a miracle from him. And if any of y'all's parents believe in Jesus Christ and he is in their heart, they will tell y'all to do the right thing and turn yourself in and to stop making a mockery of this because it's not a game. Because this happens to people's children every day. People's children come up missing every day. This is not a game. This is real life. And God knows all things. He reveals all things, and he's watching all things. So all I can say to them is, God bless you, because you're going to need his mercy, because his wrath is going to be heavy when it comes down on you.
Amen. If you if you don't want to speak with the police, if you want to call me and give me the information, I will get it to the authorities. It's going to be 1-800-321-1811. Again, it's 1-800-321-1811. I don't need your name or anything. Whatever information that you have, you don't want to get involved with the police, call me and I will make sure the family gets it and the police. Again, brother, my prayers are with you all, and you all try to enjoy the day the best you can, brother.
All right.
All right.
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all too.